That's a really, really great shot there.
He could have hit the 3 easy and shot the 4 on the side, but he wanted to make sure he put speed on it because he's got a greater chance of accuracy.
Oh, sure, that's the point of the whole thing. And he knew that went a natural 3 rails for position. Well, lots of guys would have elevated there and tried to come out 2 short rails, but when you elevate and shoot a shot like that, it makes the pocketing of the object ball a lot harder. And that was nicely done. Now he's just got to draw it back towards the 7. If he's got enough angle, he can go into the rail there. Like this, good shot. Again, I like to just leave it on the in rail here. And then come out 1 rail with some left English for position in the side pocket. Nice shot. And our score forthwith is going to read 1 game apiece.
What do you think of this 6-game format, 2 out of 3? In the old days, they used to play 1 single race finals, race to 15. So this is just a little bit contrary to what they've been doing in the past.
Well, from a technical purist point of view, I'm not crazy about it. If we do the math, a guy could win 6-0 and lose 6-5, 6-5, and he wins 16 games and loses 12, and yet he loses the tournament. I didn't go to Asia 1 year here 5 or 6 years ago because it was 3 out of 5 races to 5, and I just found that a little strange for my taste for me to go many thousands of miles, and the good side of it is that you can get off to a terrible start and get drowned in the first set and still be alive, whereas if you're playing 1 race to any reasonable length and you start off terribly and get behind 6-0 or 7-1 against good players, you're not ever going to win hardly, So I don't know. I can see 2 trains of thought for that. I remember 1 year in Vegas, I had a really good tournament, and I finished 2nd in the World 9-Ball Championship that year to Nick Varner, but the whole tournament was 2 out of 3 races to 9. Till they got to the TV portion of it, then it was 1 race to 9. And it just completely changed my thinking. It got me out of sync. And so anyway, in the match against Varner, which he won, as I mentioned, I was ahead of him. Excuse me, it was 2 out of 3 races to 8, not 2 out of 3 races to 9. So I'm ahead of him 8-7, right? And I win the first. How the heck was it? However it was, I think it cost me the tournament because I won enough games to win the first set, and I would have been a game down in the second set. But I would have been a prohibitive favorite if we played the same thing the whole tournament was. So anyway, maybe I'm just old school enough to not like big change. Yeah. But I could be wrong, too. That's just my opinion.
Well, it's just a little different format. I would like to see a little longer races. Races 6 may be a little bit short for my taste.
Yeah, I agree. And as much as the people like pool, almost every place you go, a little longer race might be fine. Now, he's going to be snookered here. Okay, the 5-8 are messed up here, too. They're by the right-hand side pocket. Does he? I don't know what he's looking at here. He can mass say it, but there's 2 or 3 other ways he can hit this ball. He's looking at shooting between the 3 and 9 and kicking one rail. The cue ball, he wants to come into the 3, like this. Boy, he sure stroked that one ball nicely to not end up with anything.
Well, he left Efren a tough shot on the 2 ball. He can shoot just very easily, or he could jack up and stop his ball. Well, let's see what he likes to do.
Well, I like just rolling this ball. Now, if he goes for the side pocket and tries to break up those balls on the right-hand side of the table, I think that's suicidal. Okay. Well, he's snookered. He can hit part of this ball. And the safety here is tough, too. He can thin this and go 2 rails behind the balls, like this. I don't know if this is cuttable comfortably or not. I wonder if he may be planning to put the cue ball up there behind the 7 and 5 and 8. This guy plays good defense, doesn't he?
Yes, he does. I think he learned a couple of tricks from the master.
Sure. Now he wants to hit the 6 with the cue ball, and the cue ball, after hitting the 3, the cue ball down to the end rail, he hit it too thin. Well, I don't see any way to get out here. 5 and 8 are tied up, unless the 8-ball billiard is on, off the 5, which it might be, but he's got a problem before that, which is how do you get on the 4-ball? Could play position with a side pocket, maybe. Now, if the billiard is on, I would want to be a little lower, or a little farther up table than what he just put his hand at.
He's probably looking at the billiard and also banking the 5 in the side pocket at the same time.
Right. He wants to come out above the 9 here, right? Yeah. I saw trouble trying to go below it there. It didn't look right. Now, he's got a nice safety here that's not very well known. You hit before the side pocket, touch a left English, and try to hit it just the right degree of thickness to knock the 5 behind the 8. You don't hit it very hard. I don't see any way that he can hit the 5 first and come out of this. That's what he's looking at. Maybe a little bit of left English. Easy and thin on the 5, that's the keys. Well, he's looking at hitting the 5 first some kind of way here.
Well, I don't believe what I just saw.
Well, I don't believe he played that. I might be wrong. If he did, it's some kind of great pool shot.